As more everyday people are getting into cryptocurrency, I am looking for the newest blockchain that is going to bring the ease of Web 2 into Web 3. Onboard the masses. Let's teach everyone cryptocurrency. But I do not think that is Solana or Ethereum. I do not think it is that good to use. But I do think SUI is emerging as the top candidate for this, with a growing TVL and all kinds of good on-chain data analytics. In this video, I want to go over a price prediction of where I believe SUI can go and why I believe it will overtake Solana. In this video, we're going to get into all the on-chain data. We're also going to get into the ever-growing SUI ecosystem and what that price could look like. Guys, it's going to be a great video. We're going to get into everything SUI and more. But first, I want to welcome you to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense, guys. From the bottom of my heart, I'm truly grateful for every single one of you. But if you're not subscribed, please pause the video, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification. Now let's get into the video. SUI, build beyond. SUI delivers the benefits of Web 3 with the ease of Web 2, but it's a lot more than that, guys. It really is. When we look at this, transactions per second, almost 300,000 transactions per second on SUI, and that's almost 3x what Solana does and almost 20x what Ethereum can do, with 400 millisecond average time to finality. That's how long it actually takes for the transaction to go through. Just think, if you're on Ethereum without using a scalable layer 2 and you go to pay with ETH at the grocery store, it could take 3 to 10 minutes for your transaction to go through. The same thing with Bitcoin and the fees. So SUI is achieving something that brings the ease of Web 2 into Web 3. It's extremely fast, extremely scalable, and cheap. And that's why I believe SUI will be the next big blockchain and the Solana killer. But when we look at development tools, we have to make it easy for people to develop onto a new chain. And when you look at it, they have a lot of courses teaching people how to implement this, and they have a lot of development tools also with it. You can look right here. They have different wallets, scallop tools, a whole bunch of stuff that really helps people out. Now, trust me, guys, I'm not smart enough to be a developer, but I do look at the data to see where the smart developers are going. And that's exactly what I want to look like here on DeFi Llama. SUI is ever growing, guys, with a total value locked of 930 million at the time of recording this video, and that is up from 200 million at just the beginning of the year. So this is an ecosystem that has almost done a 5x in that amount of time. So right here on DeFi Llama, we have the green is showing us the total volume on the network, and the blue is showing us total value locked. And you can see that we peaked out October 14th and have came down a little bit, but this is definitely a trend of an ever growing network. And I believe it's just going to continue. And even though it looks like it's done a 5x from this year, I want to show y'all some data from Solana that shows that that's just a flash in the pan and that there will be a lot more coming. So let's get into the actual price of SUI. When we look at it, it's amassed a market cap of almost $5 billion, guys. $5 billion with 24 trading volume of almost 400 million. The tokenomics of SUI is a max supply and a total supply of 10 billion SUI token. I really love the overall tokenomics of this, and I believe that is one thing that sets SUI apart from anything else. If we could see on August 5th, it had a low of 50 cents, and then it reached a high of $2.30 on October 12th. And so a lot of people might say, well, the gains are done. That was a 4x. That was a 5x. It's done. Sell it. Move on to something else. But I do not think that is true, and let's get into why. If we look, this ecosystem is continuing to grow. Now, of course, a lot of people think it's going to be the meme coin super cycle, and I do agree with that, but there's more than just meme coins here on the SUI network. And one that I do want to look at is this Deep book. I don't personally own any of this, but this is the backbone of SUI DeFi liquidity. So this is going to get into real world assets and DeFi. They kind of go hand in hand in my book when I look at that, because I believe that you're not going to have real world assets being bought with general traditional TradFi, traditional finance. You're going to use real world assets and DeFi to make the acquisition. And so that's why I believe they do go hand in hand. And so right now, We're at an ever-growing ecosystem with SUI. It is up a 3 or 4x in price in just the last couple months, but I do not think it is done. And as always, guys, this is ever financial advice. I'm Scott, slightly a degen, and loves finance, so I could be completely wrong, but I do believe SUI is going to get into the top 5 and pass Solana. So let's look at this Solana chart on CoinGecko in terms of market cap. So if we look right here, back in March or April of 2021, it had a very similar market cap to what SUI has currently. And if we just go back 2 months before that, it was about the market cap that SUI was at that time. So a lot of people, as you could see here, sold right here and drove the price from 5 billion down to 3 billion. A lot of people thought the gains were done, but oh, were they wrong. Solana amassed a market cap of almost $80 billion before retracing during the bear market to as low as $5 billion. And we all know what happened with FTX and everything down in that time. And since the high of this market so far, it has hit almost a $90 billion market cap. So just think the people that thought that 5x on Solana, that was it. The gains are done. They missed out on potentially life-changing gains. And SUI is barely in the top 30 right now. So let's look at where it could go if SUI did make it into the top 5 and took over Solana, because that's where I believe this is going. At the all-time high of Solana of about $90 billion, you could see right here that it would be a $32.63 SUI, and I do not think that is out of the question. I honestly think that could potentially be a little low, and I will tell you why. If we look at all of cryptocurrency right now, when Solana reached that market cap, it was with a total crypto market cap of only $3 trillion last cycle, and this cycle it hasn't peaked above 2.7. In this cycle, a lot of people think we're going to get between $8 and $12 trillion in total market cap, and it's going to be the likes of SUI that really make this happen. We need people that are not in crypto already to understand that Web3 can be as easy as Web2, and that's exactly what SUI, their developers, and their ever-growing ecosystem are looking for. So a $50 SUI would not be crazy to me. And when I look at it in a meme coin super cycle, I'm looking for a safe haven to put my crypto gains in something that will be the next Solana, in my opinion. But let me know, what do you guys think about SUI? Do you believe it's going to be an ever-emerging chain? Do you believe it will climb from 28th in overall market cap into the top 5? Let me know. And watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Freeman and Finance family, what are we doing? Subscribe. I love you all.